Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Coverage there by Brian Body Calhoun.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 24.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Mayfield on 1st down. Oh, what a move. Completes this to Callaway over on the right side. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Cowboys have recovered.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Now, Charles, as the Cowboys take over here, what do you think of the season that Dallas had? Yes, they get in the playoffs, but that's now 6 straight divisional round games that they've lost.
And that doesn't make you feel great as an organization. But think about...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Wiggles free. Finding some room at midfield. Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 61 yards. And the Cowboys are able to show off their quick strike ability. This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. A throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
A second down throw for Mayfield. An open receiver, that's David Njoku. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 at a first down. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Mayfield now on second down. Going deep here for Landry. It's caught inside the 25. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
We just saw him hit a big play there on a deep post. And most of the time, the post isn't available because usually you have defenders in the middle of the field. But if you throw enough curls and crossing routes and underneath routes, I know from experience, they get tired of watching those balls get caught. They start to creep up a little bit, and that's when you can hit them big over the top.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Now a second down throw for Mayfield. His throw caught at about the 5. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That one goes for 24 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. To throw, Mayfield. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. David Njoku, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns are back within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 13-7. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Steps away to his left. A dump off to Elliott. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll bring up a second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Now Prescott stepping up. He's going to keep it. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another first down. Prescott looks to throw on first. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
On second down, Elliott. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory.
And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way.
There we go. Wide eight.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Drops it underneath to Elliott. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. A first down throw for Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
Eluding the pressure right. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. The 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 24 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Elliott, the leading rusher for the second time in his 3 NFL seasons. 1,434 yards, more than 100 better than second-place Saquon Barkley.
And the offense runs through Ezekiel Elliott in Dallas. He makes them go. And how about how he added to his pass catching this year? His numbers jumped up in a big way. So when Dak Prescott didn't have something downfield, he just dumped it out into the flat to number 21.
Here's Prescott. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and goal. Throwing, Prescott, flushed out right, and he is going to go down, back at the 11-yard line. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. To throw is Prescott. Flush to his right. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
And his kick is good. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on me, partner.
I was.
It sounds like you're thinking the three's just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the three is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
Lucky 56. Watch him now, Barney.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A big play that time for Cleveland. 41 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. A first down throw for Mayfield. Screen play, Johnson. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
This is caught, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
They go play action here on first down. Steps away. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. Oh, wide open, complete. And he gets all the way down to the 30. Everything here, we're going to get a timeout by the offense as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Gun. Hey, here we go. 47.
A second down throw for Prescott, eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, and they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And this is going to be no good. He missed it off to the left, and this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Lucky 56.
First down, Mayfield. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. So we've hit intermission. It's half. And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. The third quarter starts with a run by Chubb. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Second down, Mayfield. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that
under pressure again, and down he goes again. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means other guys on his team helped him out a lot. But they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation, allows him to get home.
We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll make this a 2nd down. The give is to Elliott. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Here we go, 46, 46. Tight go. Here we go, 46, 46. 46.
Prescott to throw it. And that is incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Mayfield now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Demarcus Lawrence in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. Mayfield looks to throw. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. And down he'll go at the 25. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for third down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Mayfield on 3rd and 2. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt.
All right, here we go. Blue landed. Blue landed.
On 4th down, they snap it to Mayfield. And this is caught. He hits Landry. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Mayfield to throw it. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Demarcus Lawrence getting him once again. His 3rd sack of the afternoon. Mayfield now on 2nd down. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Give him 30 yards there. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Back now in Arlington. Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got
under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Demarcus Lawrence. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Third and long for Mayfield. Flushed out right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 16. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Second down, Prescott. Going up top. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way to the opposite 45. It's a big play for the Cowboys on third. And even 40 yards. Prescott on first down. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really good pickup of 28 yards. From the red zone now, Prescott. Got his man there complete to Gallup. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. A give to Elliott. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a first and goal. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away.
Here we go. Go, get out there.
Now Elliott. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal.
Under. 26.
He's going to get it running right. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. They do tack on the extra point as well. And it might seal the deal as that makes it a 2-score game here with not a lot of time remaining. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. And the Browns getting set to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive.
And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Mayfield. Got a man. It's Brashad Perriman. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Now Mayfield. He's going to let it fly. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Throwing, Mayfield, and incomplete there. A nice hit, jars the ball free, and brings up third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here. That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete.
Gun! 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 Here we go now. Blue 90! Blue 90! Hot! Hot!
Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Randy Gregory in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. A first down carry by Elliott. Got some real estate inside the 30. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Cowboys will extend their lead. Prescott from the gun. That's caught at the 1, and he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. To throw, Mayfield. Rush coming, and he's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him again, and that's his 6th sack of the ball game, one off the NFL record of 7. Here's Mayfield. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. One last shot from Mayfield here. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are inside of the very space. Indianapolis. Just as we were ready for air, it was the Colts emerging from the locker room to great fanfare here in set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Be right. Hey. Got three. Look out.
On first down, Locke. This is caught. It's Ryan Grant. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Tackle made there by Myles Garrett.
Gun. Single receiver. Hey, Jordan Island over there. Single receiver.
To throw on second down is Locke. Over the middle, it's caught by Rodgers. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. On first and 10, Locke throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 10 more there and another first down.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
On first down, it's Locke. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Throwing is Locke. Forced out to his left. That is caught at the 7. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they're throwing it in.
Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here, a safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away, because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
Well, Charles, we've talked a lot about Andrew Luck and his turnaround this year, but just looking at the Colts collectively going from 1-5 to the playoffs, even though they lost to KC, what a remarkable season.
Yeah, as soon as the pain goes away, people will remember what they accomplished. Frank Reich takes the job as the head coach after they'd selected Josh McDaniels, and he went back to New England, so he wasn't even their first choice. Had to get Andrew Luck's shoulder back in shape. Had to rebuild a defense. And what they got done from a 1-5 start to getting to the playoffs, absolutely remarkable.
And the offensive line turnaround from 32nd, dead last in the league in sacks allowed a year ago, to first in the league, only allowing 18. That's unbelievable.
He had good luck trying to pass rush against all-pro rookie Quentin Nelson. He'll maul you.
Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Now a first down throw. Luck. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. Easy to tell who they're targeting on this drive. He caught the first two passes, but then this time unable to hook up.
But I don't think that stops them from continuing to go back to him, do you?
No.
I mean, they've got a plan. They're trying to execute it.
And after that second catch, I saw him in the huddle. He said, hey, let's go back one more time. Didn't work there. Now Luck. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
Let's go, Mexico!
Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Colts in possession of the football to begin quarter number 2. They're in the midst of a nice drive, but facing a 3rd and long here.
On.
From the gun, here's Love. Looking deep for Hilton. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 15.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone.
Following the interception, Mayfield looking left side. That's caught by Landry. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
Detroit! Watch it now, Barney!
First down, Mayfield. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Looking for Perriman, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They begin the drive with Hines. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
The best play callers in any league know how to break their tendencies. They study themselves, they self-scout, and they realize most of the time you don't call a draw play on 1st and 10. So every so often you insert that play just to make the defense think, even if it's not successful.
To throw is Love. Throw left side is complete to Rodgers. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A good pick up there at 20 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Brought down that time by Christian Kirksey.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Luck now to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. They snap it to Locke. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Indianapolis right after this. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Regular.
Luck on 1st down. Caught left side by Hilton. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride, another 1st down. Luck now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. They'll run with a former Ole Miss Rebel, Jordan Wilkins. And a short gain here down to the 22. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Here's Mack. And an alley to run. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Denzel Ward, the number 4 pick in the 2018 draft, making the tackle from his corner spot.
Reggie. Go ahead. Rolling.
Here's Locke. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And Vinatieri's kick is good. Adam Vinatieri, he just keeps doing it. I mean, you look back to Week 8, past Morton Anderson becoming the NFL's all-time leading scorer. What a career it has been for him.
And not many kickers in the Hall of Fame, but Adam Vinatieri will join them in the Pro Football Hall of Fame. It's just a matter of when. And I'm wondering if he's accumulated enough to be a first ballot Hall of Famer. I would say so, because it's not just longevity that's gotten him this record. Think about the kicks that he's made. The kick against Oakland in the snow in the playoffs. How about the Super Bowl kick against the Rams when he's with the Patriots? How about with the Colts getting it done there and winning another Super Bowl? He's made so many big kicks that we can remember. He's one of those guys that I believe we should talk about being a first ballot Hall of Famer.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. That is caught by the former Gator, Antonio Callaway. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. The Browns trying to get back and set quickly here. Time ticking away.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
Trying to lay one up deep. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, and it'll bring up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing, Mayfield. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
Gone!
Running for it. Here's Chubb. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. So we hit halftime here in Indianapolis with the Colts on top. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know.
And he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
He's going to air one out. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throws.
56, lucky 56. Over.
They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. And this is caught. He hits Landry. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone.
A 1st down throw for Mayfield. And he'll be brought down by the Colts.
Was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? what does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
Now a second down throw for Mayfield. And the pressure gets to him again.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
He's got a man, complete. 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jarvis Landry, 78 yards. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6. So up comes Mayfield as his guys will go for 2.
Detroit! Detroit!
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he's got it. The try for 2 is successful, and it pushes the lead up to a field goal. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Now it's locked. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield.
Brandon, we're into the second half, and this offense has not scored a lot of points, and that was another example of why. I think it's time to open things up and start really trying to move the ball.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot.
Let's go, Mexico!
On first down, Locke. Quick hitch, complete. It's Grant. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
On second down, here's Love. Man open right side, it's Rodgers. And down inside the 15 he goes. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride, another first down. Luck going to bring him up 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. They'll run it now out of the gun. And cooked it up. And this is picked up by the Browns. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
They give it off here to the tight end. And can you believe it? It's a second safety in this ball game. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
The best offenses and the ones that win are ones that make adjustments. And right now, I think this team needs to open things up.
Here's Luck now on 2nd down. Complete to Hilton. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. On 1st down, it's Long. Now they go screen. It's complete. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to...
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton, 39 yards. And the Colts have taken the lead here in the 4th. So here we go. The Colts will go for 2. Throwing again is Love. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Gone!
On 2nd down, Mayfield again. And incomplete on the deep ball. David Njoku was the intended receiver. And that takes us from second to third down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Watch it now, Barney.
On third down, Mayfield. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up fourth. Third down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
Desperation time. Mayfield on fourth down. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. They go for it on fourth down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Detroit!
Second down, Mayfield. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Mayfield to throw it. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners. They've had the receivers on lockdown.
A run by Mack to start the drive. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Staying on the ground with Mack. And that winds up a decent run, and it also takes us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. From the gun, here's Love. And he's got Rodgers. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. This is Wilkins. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They run again with Wilkins, and he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Rolling. 12.
Now Luck. And he's got his man Hilton. The 21 yards there as they convert on third. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Luck going to throw it. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes, it's the NFL on EA Sports as you get a look inside Gillette Stadium here in Foxborough. All the success in New England over the last few decades, and this crowd has never been more enthusiastic. A moment ago, the Pats emerged from their locker room. They are set as they'll square off with the Cleveland Browns. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
All right, here we go. One play at a time now. Wait, get.
Throwing on first down is Brady. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Well, there it is, partner. Brady to Gronk, their first connection of the game.
You think those two often in sync?
I don't think there's any question about it. And, look, we know Gronk has a whole lot of fun, but he's deadly serious about his football, as is Tom Brady. Two great competitors, two fantastic players.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion...
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Emmanuel Ogbah. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Now Brady throwing on 2nd down. Throwing left side, he's got Gronk complete. But I think the ball's out, and I think the Browns got it. They did. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Mayfield now after the fumble recovery. Fells has it, left side. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a 1st down. Mayfield on 1st down. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
That is caught. It's Perriman. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they look at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Watch it now, Barney. Gun.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And that is out of the back of the end zone, incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Now Mayfield. A bullet throw, but incomplete. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
And this one is right through. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now Brady. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was looking for Edelman there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the 1st quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tuck rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Brady's throw on 3rd down there is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Gone!
Mayfield now from the 50. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A give. This is Chubb. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Lucky 56.
Mayfield now on 2nd down. Oh, look over the middle, and he's got Perriman. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there of 22.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or a man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Detroit! Detroit! Lucky 56.
From the red zone now, Mayfield. Underneath for Johnson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Duke Johnson from 17 yards out. And the Browns add on to their lead. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Brady now on 1st down. Dancing to his left. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Trying for Edelman again. This time he's got him. And he's able to get up here to the 26. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Following the interception, Mayfield. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's got this down to the 35. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a 1st down.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
Second down, Mayfield. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. A minute 58 to go in this first half of play. Back to Foxborough after this.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
Mayfield from the gun on third down. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
And this one is right down Broadway. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
So the Patriots coming out now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Got a man complete. It's Chris Hogan. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there?
Yeah.
Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing, he was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Wow, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he gunned down a few guys?
Gunned down a few guys trying to steal second. That would have been fun to watch.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there at 22. First down now, but that clock rolling. Brady now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to find Hogan here, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On first and 10, here's Brady. Being chased out left. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Philadelphia Eagles. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now it's the all-purpose back. This is Darren Sproles. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now a play fake. Wentz. And this one is incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. And now it's third down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Now Wentz on third down. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their own 37. To throw, Mayfield. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. He was looking for Landry that time.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Now it's Sproles. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Now Wentz. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Myles Garrett in there to get him for a loss of 5. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Shotgun now for Wentz. Flushed out right. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you got to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Wentz. Buying time to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Emmanuel Ogbah. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up fourth down. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th.
81.
They'll go for it. It's Wentz. He targets Jordan Matthews, and it's caught. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. So not only do they convert on fourth, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. The Eagles into the red zone for the first time. 1st and 10 right at the 20. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. From the gun, it's Wentz. Flush to his right. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a first down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Mike Wallace from 6 yards away. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Elliott now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah.
It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play there for the Browns. And even 40 yards.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run.
Detroit! Detroit!
A first down throw from Mayfield. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Fletcher Cox with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. Now a second down throw for Mayfield. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Landry. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. He's got his tight end, Njoku. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now Wentz steps away to his left. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Mike Wallace, the intended receiver. And it's second down. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
Wentz will try again on second down. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback that has to slide and find open space to throw.
It's complete to Golden Tate. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. First catch so far for Tate, and he's got a first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Joe Schobert leading the surge there. He drops in for a loss of 6.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. More from Cleveland after this. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Wentz. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Throwing now is Wentz. Forced out to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now to try the Eagle field goal, Jake Elliott. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And it bangs off the left upright and deflects away. It's no good. But there is a flag down. He might get another shot at this. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Wentz going to throw. Dancing to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Back to the air on second down. Wentz being chased out left, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Well, no takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a third and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Eagles coming up here on a third and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack.
Here we go. 20. Trey 15.
To throw is Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete. Now to try the Eagle field goal, Jake Elliott. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And it's no good. Elliott pulled it, and this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. He's going to sling this deep downfield. It's caught at the 10. A big play there just before halftime. 66 yards. First down now, but that clock rolling.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. They'll begin the drive with Sproles. And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And I don't know if he made it out of the end zone. No signal. Yes, it's a safety. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. Oh, it looked like the Eagles got this back. Yes, Philadelphia football. Well, I guess they felt like they needed something to get them going. Maybe you wait for this type of a play, but they try the onside kick, and it works.
I'm starting to wonder if the analytics coach is starting to get involved in the football nowadays. When you see this type of play made, this type of a risk taken, sometimes there's a different influences going into the head coach's ear.
82, 82. Run.
They go play action here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That one goes for 24 yards.
Nice movement there by Carson Wentz outside of the pocket. Completes another pass. Help me out here, partner. He's not sneaky athletic. He is athletic. How many times do I have to say it?
Yeah, you've been making that declaration for a while. And at 6'5", he ran a 40 of 4.77. So not only big, but he can move.
That's a good time for a quarterback. He and Andrew Luck, similar physiques, similar athletic ability.
Looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Terrence Mitchell. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Here they come, 2nd and 10 now from the 10. They go play action. Mayfield. Buying time to his left. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, This feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
3-19! Detroit! Detroit!
On third down, Mayfield. Flushed out right. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time. And that's another great play to come away with the football.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes just...
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. And he's got it. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year, and it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Line of scrimmage, the 2. They can still get a first down if they just get a yard out of this on 4th and very short. Now Wentz. And it's caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Dallas Goedert, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Elliott now to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Mayfield looks to throw. Flush, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Brandon Graham. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. 3rd and long for Mayfield. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. So after the INT, here's Wentz. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Emmanuel Ogbah able to disrupt yet another pass play. His 3rd sack of the afternoon. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Play action. Now Wentz. And he's going to go down again.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack.
Go, go. Great 15, great 15.
Throwing is Wentz. A loss of 8 on the play, and it brings up 4th. The Eagles send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. It's a gain of 7, and that'll bring up second down. And we're back now here in Cleveland.
Good, 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 good.
Second down, Mayfield. He gets it left side of Johnson. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw,
Right,
and a
now,
good
lucky
one.
56, lucky 56. No, check, Patriot, Patriot. Gone, 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 gone.
Mayfield now on second down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one.
Gone, 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 gone. Check, 47. Pick it up, defense, let's go. Gone, 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 gone.
Mayfield from the gun on third down. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. The first down carry here for Johnson. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Now a second down throw for Mayfield. Screen play, Johnson. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Right, didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Detroit! Detroit!
From the gun, Mayfield. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there.
Gone, 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 gone.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Brandon Graham in there to take him down and to take us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score, and he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
Here's a handoff to Sproles to start the drive. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Oh, look at this. Wentz going to throw. He's going to let one fly for Tate. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trusting his quarterback and trusting his offense.
But still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Antonio Callaway, 49 yards. And the Browns have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time,
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. And that is incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
They'll look to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Jabril Peppers, a former first-round pick, there on the coverage. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
And Jeffrey's got it. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
I know a lot of coaches like the toss play because they think it can be a real momentum shifter. Get the ball to that back who can get to the corner and turn it upfield. And on this play, that's exactly what they got, including a first down.
The Browns in victory formation now as they take the knee. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your